Hi everybody, welcome to the QB School. I am JT O'Sullivan. Today we are talking about if you are a new, young quarterback, you're new to the channel, where should you start? What videos should you start watching to be able to best understand, grasp, elevate your game? Fired up for this one. Let's dive into it. Welcome to the QB School. So the idea for this video came from Giant Fan Misery. It's a bummer. As a freshman high schooler, what videos do you think would be helpful for me starting out as a QB? My man Aaron hits him back. You should practice shortstop. Those off-body throws that will help calibrate your brain. All right, we're not going to read the end of that. And then Nate comes in with, honestly, man, if you just work through this channel's content, that would be pretty massive. I'm a former linebacker, so I know the coverages and the run fit stuff, but JT has helped me learn so much about quarterback processing, mechanics, route concepts. This is a cool channel, should help you out, man. Good luck. So Giant Fan Misery, love the question. I'm going to dive into it here, kind of a little bit of a cheat. We'll really walk through exactly what I think are probably the best videos to be able to watch to get a head start. The whole playing shortstop thing, not to kind of poo-poo it, but yeah, sure, you could. There's certainly some validity to being able to go out there and do those off-platform throws. But probably why you're here is to learn a little bit more about the structured element of it. And really this channel is probably a little more schemey than maybe you're even looking for as far as just learning to play the position, what it means to kind of throw, play quarterback. I kind of jump a little bit and kind of play around with different buckets and don't really talk about or spend a lot of time in the just getting started. Now, I think that there are things that will be valuable to people who are just getting started when they dive into the content of the channel, but there isn't really a kind of intro to quarterbacking or kind of quarterbacking 101 type video content or catalog. And that's not necessarily intentional. I just think that's not where my interests necessarily jump off from. In fact, I think it's kind of a good idea and might be the next course if you are so inclined. But it's one of those things where, for me, there's a bunch of different ways you can start. And that's kind of one of my favorite reasons that I enjoy YouTube so much, and probably why you enjoy YouTube so much if you're here watching it. You get this opportunity to bounce around to whatever interests you. And so I'll kind of walk you through how I would do it if I were you. I don't think there's necessarily a one size fits all when it comes to this, but I do think that there are certain videos that would probably help accelerate the learning process and really being able to take advantage of what this channel does. And the first one I would say is, like I do with just about any channel I come across, I'm going to go over to the channel's main page and just look at their most popular videos. So let's do it. All right, so we are here. Yours truly. All right, a little pin video. Popular uploads. Look at that. Right on cue, sort of. All right, now, boom. You're welcome. And here we go. So, oh man, I should probably go back and redo the thumbnail for that. There are some coverage introduction ones, I would say, and they're not necessarily introductions, but there are some elementary issues here. So yeah, I would go back and watch these coverage ones. There's a zone coverage. I think there's a man coverage one too down here. There it is down here. I'd also check out how to throw a spiral. I don't remember exactly what I went into, but I gave some exercises that I used to use as far as just learning to throw the ball. I'll also say that there are significantly better people to get information from when it comes to kind of the throwing elements of it. I'm not a biomechanical dude by any means. I don't pretend to have any sort of in-depth knowledge when it comes to that type of stuff. I defer to the same guys that everybody defers to, as far as Tom House, Will Hewlett, Jordan Palmer, Quincy Avery, the guys that live in that quarterback training space. And there are a number of them. Okay, that's just a handful that jump to my head. But you can get into their resources and be able to better understand that stuff. But scheme-wise here, for me, you know, the introduction to the defense, there's another one that I wanted to see if it was up here, pass protection. I think it is. Go down here. Certainly, here it is, pass protection. Now, that's probably not what you want to jump into the first video that you watch when you're learning to play, but when you're looking to take your game to the next level, I think that's a great one to take a peek at. So really dive into there's probably the mic video, just to understand the elements of what you can do as far as being able to control who you're going to in pass protection and what those things look like. But even that is probably a jump. So I would stay in the how to throw a spiral, the different elements of coverage. And then the other thing I would do here, we did the uploads. Now let's go back to the playlist. And so the playlist here, the X's and O's playlist is probably another great resource for you. So halftime here, you dig the channel and you haven't already, please subscribe, hit the bell, get the notifications. It lets you know when we go live, when we put out new content. I certainly appreciate the support for the channel. In addition, we are kind of relaunching the Quarterback School Patreon community this month, really kind of streamlining the process, making it cheaper, easier per month, kind of an annual option in there as well. Probably get over there. Great way to support the channel, take your game to the next level as far as in-depth content that isn't available through the normal Quarterback School YouTube page. And so dive into that content as well. You can really go back through the back catalog as well, take advantage of all the previous videos. So get in there, support the channel. It means a lot to me. It really is the foundation for this channel, the way we're able to create this kind of content. So I appreciate you getting over there, supporting the channel if you dig this kind of content. And then if you're looking to take your game to the next level, check out the Quarterback School courses. Have a number of different courses. All of them can be found in a link to the description, in the description to this video. So get over there, check out those courses, take your game to the next level. Kind of got a full catalog as far as what that looks like as far as different topics. So if you're interested in something to do with NFL high-level offense, you can probably find significant depth, detail, knowledge in those Quarterback School courses. Excited to share those. Get over there, check them out. As for this video, let's keep it going. So here's that X's and O's playlist. It's going to have the different coverages on there, and then it's going to go into my videos basically are like semi-installs about certain concepts. Now, some of these concepts you probably won't have at freshman football, but you probably have some of them. You certainly probably have a go route, some iteration of stick, maybe some dagger, some slant. And so these will probably be pretty beneficial for you. They're probably going to be a little in-depth for necessarily an introductory level, but it'd probably be nice just to hear a different perspective. Here's that pass protection one again, whether you know how you're being coached to read a defense. You might be interested in closed or open. Again, a lot more issues with the concept videos. And then there are some clinics at the end here. Now these will probably take it to the next level. Definitely check out this how to use a snap count. And then there's got some pass pro things and some terminology things that you might hear when you're learning about the quarterback play. So just being able to get a kind of in-depth take on what it's like. And then finally, this is what I was looking for. I offer a free quick game course. Now that quick game course, link to that course will be in the video description to this. It's free. It's pretty easy to sign up for. You just sign up, name, email, and then I drip that thing to you over the course of, I think, 4 to 5 weeks. And so you get a video and it kind of paces your learning. But I think it does a decent job of being able to kind of take one area of a passing game and do a little in-depth dive on what it looks like. And that's really kind of a precursor to a bunch of other courses available. So once you get to that kind of general knowledge, that kind of foundation base, you feel like you can take your game to the next level, I would definitely check out the Quarterback School courses, whether it's how to beat every coverage or the pass protection course. Probably two really good ones for young quarterbacks that are trying to take their game to the next level. So hopefully that helped. Certainly a number of videos you get lost for a while going through and watching maybe your favorite player too. That's probably an easy one to be able to dive into, but I don't necessarily recommend that as far as people trying to learn the position. But definitely dive into the coverages, the pass protection, and then get into the concepts and see which concepts are applicable to you, and then kind of dive into that X's and O's playlist. So hopefully that really helped. I really appreciate the question. Best of luck with the Giants as well. Certainly get out there, play a little shortstop if you want, but dive into kind of understanding what the position is from a foundational technique standpoint, and then allow the athleticism to take over from there. So thanks so much for the question. I will see you next time. Have a good one.